I'll just get you to stand sort of front on.
Hope I don't suck at this.
You won't. It's all, believe me, there's no wrong or right answer. You'll knock it out of the park. Are we good to go? Beautiful.
When was the last time I took a risk?
Risk-taking,
Probably when I got on the plane today to fly to Sydney.
Well, I just quit my job, so I took a risk pretty recently.
You know, I'm a woman, I'm 45, I thought now's the time to jump off the career cliff.
you're always taking a risk when you're putting yourself out there.
You're starting over again, and you can redefine yourself in any way possible.
I've ended up in a completely different city, in a totally different place with completely different responsibilities, and so it was great. But it was scary. It felt like stepping off a cliff.
I took a risk when I swam this morning because the bay I swim across has got heaps of jellyfish and sharks in it.
Biggest risk I've ever taken is getting about 6 foot from a grizzly bear on foot.
I swam through vats of them. They're called gimbals, and they've got long pink strands, and there would be thousands of them.
Halfway towards us, he started to roll his shoulders. And I said to the guide, I said, what does that mean? He said, he's just showing us how big and strong he is. And I said, I know he's big and strong. I don't think a demonstration is called for.
I became a police officer for 2 years in Baltimore. So certainly there's risk involved in that.
When I joined the New South Wales Police and took a risk, there were very few women and had a very limited kind of range of things. And I took the risk that said, you know, women should do different things. We should be able to take on different roles. And I found myself at Darlinghurst Police Station as a result of that.
And it's not just the danger involved in the job, it is that how you confront it. It's the idea of going towards danger. There are not many jobs where you can get written up for being a coward.
I'm a prisoner out on parole. By the grace of my society, I've been given a chance to live again. So I don't want to do risky things, you know. I want to just do the best I can. I think that's I owe that to my society. I owe that to people that were harmed by me, you know.
I tarry with my demons and I try to exorcise them. But most of the time I avoid that. I run around, watch TV, go out, drink, do whatever I can to avoid confronting those demons. But that for me is the real risk.
I would say the last real risk I took was, I'm 52 and I had a daughter 3 years ago.
When I learned how to snowboard, at the insistence of my son, who was 7 at the time.
I felt compelled to do it, and I was worried that I was being selfish. But 3 years on, I'm just hopelessly in love with this child, and I can't think of anything that could have turned out this well.
Throughout my professional life, the greatest risks I've taken are always the best decisions I've made.
I suppose actually my entire life has really been around risks and taking them on and figuring out that sometimes you lose, but most of the times you win.